Changes for Cordwood Road and information from Barnstable's marina manager. Details on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Friday, May 31st, 2013. I'm Sarah Colvin. The town of Barnstable is considering abandoning Cordwood Road, a dirt road that runs through Cotuit adjacent to the Eagle Pond Conservation Area. If the town were to abandon it, that would mean the road would be closed to motor vehicles. Further details come from town manager Tom Lynch.
If abandoned, the town intends to gate this section of Cordwood at both Putnam Ave and Old Post Road ends, while providing keys for access by police, fire, and water departments. You are cordially invited to attend and comment on the subject. If after hearing I determine that this section of Cordwood Road should no longer be kept open and repair for ordinary travel, notice to that effect will be posted with the town clerk and at the affected section.
A public hearing on Cordwood Road was held Thursday morning. Mark Robinson, a volunteer steward for the Eagle Pond area and a supporter of the plan to close the road to motor vehicles, shared his support.
And this Eagle Pond area is, and in all my travels in 30 years, it is the second most popular private nonprofit conservation use area on the Cape. The other one being the Knob in Falmouth, if you've been over to Quisset Harbor, beautiful spot. But these are nonprofit conservation lands, but they're heavily enjoyed by the public. Effectively, what Cordwood Road is a vehicle way on a walking path. That's the way, the de facto use now is a walking path. So anybody that's traveling up and down Cordwood Road in a vehicle is going to more likely to encounter walkers than other vehicles. It's a very narrow cart path through the woods. The woods have been encroaching over the years. I've never seen any effort by the town to push back the brush. The fire department, I think, makes sure that the fire hydrants stay open. That use would continue. But effectively, if you're walking on Cordwood Road, and there are dozens of people every hour who are out there doing it, and a vehicle approaches you, you really don't have any way to get out of the way quickly. You're jumping into the woods, out of the way of the vehicles, because of the encroaching vegetation. So there's a safety concern as well.
Cotuit Fire Chief Chris Olson is also in support of the plan.
It is, there was a couple of concerns for access for the fire department. As long as we have the access as we asked, that should be not a problem having the two gates. Our fire trucks, our two fire trucks would probably have a real hard time traversing it right now. We would definitely use our brush truck that we do have. So that's definitely in the mix. When I was walking, there was a concerned citizen though, and I said I would bring it up for that person on Cotuit Bay Shores. On that possible third gate that was at Stratford Road, there might be, there's a concerned person there who just asked about that. I just said I'd bring it up if that's a possibility. They were concerned that people would park there and fire access, and maybe if we could maybe talk later about putting a fire lane somewhere around that location or whatever, so no one will park there or whatever in that area. They just didn't want everybody, if we cord off both ends, where will they park?
Is Stratford a road that just comes down and...
It's a small little road.
Right on the Cordwood sides?
Yes, right there, yep. But the fire department doesn't have any issue with this. We think that's a great idea, and hopefully the town will support the idea.
Johanna Kaufman lives on Old Post Road and abuts the area.
The property has been in my family for 2 generations, and hopefully will be there for 3. And I know that we've worked hard as residents to preserve the character of an old house as well as the vacant lot across the street. But as an adult now living in Cotuit, I've watched with sadness what's happened to that particular end of Cordwood Road and the immediate access off of Old Post Road. I am in the house at this time of year and have seen what a lot of people don't see, and that is the volume of traffic that comes down after dark and is there at 11 o'clock at night. And when I moved back in May, I started keeping a log that I thought I would bring. And I said, this is tedious for people to listen to, but it is a pattern. And there's always the remains of the day the next morning. Someone spoke with the Bureau. I saw the Bureau this morning. And I would add one more concern, and that is because I work in the driveway quite a bit across the street, I am in the prevailing wind when it is blowing from the north. And there have been more than one occasion when I had to run across the street because I smelled smoke. And kids have been in there with bonfires. And in another instance, I remember they got thrown off of the town landing with a barbecue and went across the street and tried to have a barbecue in the woods instead. So I'm pyrophobic personally. That is probably, and I live in a wood house, so I would underscore the fire issue as well as the trash and the dumping and really what I consider as an educator, a non-custodial use of public land. So that's my...
Town Manager Tom Lynch will now take those comments heard at Thursday's hearing under advisement and will make a decision in the coming weeks. Well, the summer boating season is underway. Marina Manager Eric Schufelt tells us transient docking is available at town marinas.
Marinas is simply just if we have a vacant slip for a weekend or a week, which we do have a number of transient slips available that we designate as that, is for folks that want to come in and use it on a daily or weekly basis. They pay the fee that we have designated, which for recreational boats is $2.75 a foot per day, and it gives them a chance if they want to come in and whether someone's coming for a vacation or someone wants to has friends coming for the week, if they want to use a slip instead of either going out to the mooring or trailering or whatever. It's just a nice way of being able to use a slip for a week or a period of time.
You might want to call ahead if you'd like to dock in those spots. Typically, reservations aren't required. It is a first-come, first-served basis, but being in touch ahead of time is always a good idea. You want to call the Harbor Master's office for details. Meanwhile, the state boat ramp at Blish Point is ready for use.
We used that area this year for part of our dredging project, but it's all back and cleaned up, all looking brand new again. It looks really good. It's open for business. We have staff down there 7 days a week now. Our fees at Blish Point are the same as last year. It's $8 a day for Monday through Friday, $10 on weekends and holidays, and that's a vehicle with a trailer. Or you can buy a season pass for $100, and that gets you in any day of the week. It is still first come, first serve, so if someone shows up at noontime on Saturday and we're full, which is usually the case, they're going to have to wait. One other nice thing that we have a webcam, which is right on the town website, and if someone wants to punch in on that, look in, and they can see how full the ramp is or the parking area anyway before they leave their house, and giving them an idea where they're at. Actually, I'm looking at it right now on the webpage, and we already have, I believe, 19 vehicles with trailers already in the lot, so we're more than half full right now on a Friday morning.
And finally, Prince Cove in Marston's Mills has parking available as well.
On Marston's Mills on right off of Prince Ave and Cedar Tree Neck Road is the marina at Prince Cove, one of the newest marinas that the town purchased approximately 8-10 years ago. We do have parking, which is just adjacent to a fantastic ramp in Prince Cove. Inside the marina, we have parking for just a car for $8 or $16 a day with a trailer. There is also availability, but it's limited for beach sticker parking if you have a town beach sticker for your vehicle and trailer. That's very limited, but inside the marina we do offer parking, but yes, like everything else on Saturdays and Sundays, it does fill up quick. So it's a nice spot to come and go from, get you into the 3 Bay area, out to Sampson's and beyond.
And just a reminder for beachgoers, the Craigville and Covell's Beach parking lots will be closed this Saturday due to the Best Buddies bike ride. The area will be very busy. Road closures will occur while that ride and the aftermath is taking place. We will do our best to keep you up to date on the town's Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com and search for Town of Barnstable. With Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Colvin.